Hi everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with Veronica Dall'Aglio, manager at Oliver Wyman. Thank you so much for joining me today, Veronica.
Thank you, Jess, for having me today. And thank you so much.
Of course, it's a pleasure, and I'm really excited for this discussion. It's going to be a really interesting one because in April you're going to be moderating a panel looking at how AI is being used across the MRO product lifecycle, and also chairing tracks for MRO IT, data, and AI. So some really hot topics there. And we'll get into those themes in a second. But firstly, could you describe your role?
Oh, no, thank you so much, Jess. I'm super enthusiastic about the April event, where I'll be sharing two of my favorite streams, the one about MROIT and the one about data and analytics, and really looking forward to meeting the speakers and listening to their stories and their use cases. This is also where I want to focus the panel that I'm moderating. We're very lucky to have five representatives from different airlines, from Turkey to Canada, from legacy airlines to low-cost airlines. So it's a really great opportunity to listen to their own experience, to where they are looking at, what they're working on, and get some of their lesson learned, let's say.
Fantastic. We'll get into what to expect from the sessions and these themes in a second. But as a sort of overarching question to set the tone, how would you personally describe the aerospace innovation landscape at the moment?
So the industry is recovering from COVID, which gives a bit more possibility of investing. And there's definitely an appetite to invest in technologies, upgrading all technologies, improving digitizations, and also looking a little bit more to innovating and looking, for example, to AI technologies and how to implement those. We have to be realistic that not everyone is already ready to look into the future. Our industry is very much paper-based, let's say, and so we still have companies who rely on paper and need to do that transitions from paper to data and also to structured data. So you can only work and implement AI, for example, or any kind of data analytics if your data is consistent, is solid, and is good, and if your company and from an organizational point of view is ready. So I think that we still have, let's say, probably part of the industry a bit trying to set up the basics, while some others have already done that exercise and are really looking a bit more to innovative solutions.
Fantastic. And then if we think about those who are sort of have more appetite for investment, what are the emerging technologies that you are seeing really change the game at the moment, or that you anticipate will have an impact on the industry in the coming few years?
It seems that everyone is really looking into AI and its different applications. Either is more Gen AI, maybe implementing to support the work of frontline maintenance, for example, helping them with their troubleshooting, or maybe more machine learning type of technologies to improve predictions and try to minimize disruptions. But I would say that that's where probably the industry is going. At the moment, we're still at the beginning. So that definitely will be um, a future where we'll see this technology becoming more mature and probably some of the use cases expanding a little bit in terms of scope. So getting involved in other processes and other areas of the company, and also maybe back office processes as well.
Absolutely. And it's a really interesting time because of course AI really isn't that new, but we're seeing it integrated sort of across the full scope of the industry at the moment. And one of the exciting periods is that we're starting to see tangible results and quantifiable results. So it'll be really interesting to see how this develops.
That there's definitely a use case there. And this is why I think we'll just look more into that type of technology and make it more mature.
Definitely. And then when it comes to MRO, IT, data, AI, what are some of the key discussions that you're expecting to hear on stage? What do you anticipate will come up, and are there any sort of notable points?
I'm very, very curious to listen to their real stories of like implementing AI or looking at AI technologies and the challenges related with this. So not only technology challenges, but I'm also very curious to listen about organizational challenges, resource challenges. So it's not that easy to find the right type of resource to implement this technology, to design the right applications for your organizations. And definitely, it's not so easy to change the mindset to utilize the technologies in the right way. So then once they become operatives, it's not just another fancy toy that you have a belt, but it becomes truly an assistant to your work. And it becomes something that cuts your inefficiencies, that remove some of the manual tasks or unnecessary works that at the moment we're still doing.
Absolutely. And of course it can be a real challenge getting the workforce ready for these innovations as well. And it has this fairly symbiotic effect with the people and the technology. So you need to make sure they're both aligned before you're seeing the full results
Yeah.
out of integration
And
here.
aviation is now the most uh, rapidly evolving industries in terms of changes and change management. We're very
Definitely.
traditional.
Very traditional. I guess some of that sits in the sort of safety implications of the industry, and then some of it is perhaps more of a culture and mindset change that needs to update, if you like. So we've spoken a little bit about what to expect on site, but are there any other sessions that you're particularly looking forward to, whether this is yours or some other topic?
Yeah, of course, I'm really looking for my session. I'm very, very curious to hear from my panelists. But also, there are a couple of other sections that I'll definitely attend, and it's about like the AI applications and impacts on workforce and supply chain, being these two really the hot topics of the moment due to the shortage that the COVID legacy left us with.
Definitely, it'll be really interesting to hear what the experts have to say and how they come at it from different angles as well. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Veronica. I really appreciate you sharing your insights and I look forward to catching your sessions in April.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Jess, for your time and interview. And looking forward to seeing you all in April.